You know, actually, let me get my whole low, my high massive comments before I do this. Let's see. My low was uh, I procrastinated getting out of bed this morning. My high was I feel good having mostly cleaned up my apartment and packed up for the weekend because I'm out in Cuca Lake in a little bit. And my act of kindness was yesterday I actually held the door for someone at the 7-Eleven because I was walking out of 7-Eleven. I was holding the door for someone. So, good morning and happy Saturday, everyone. Considering how much blood I saw in this show, it's probably fitting I'm wearing red today. All right, so yesterday I mentioned that I've been watching an anime and I was trying to binge watch it all to get ready for this video, and here we are. And that anime was Kill la Kill. Yes, I actually saw Kill la Kill. Which, honestly, watching it was long overdue for me, just simply because I had seen Gurren Lagann and Trigger, which is a studio that produced and animated the show, produced Gurren Lagann, and so it probably makes sense I watch another property they had, and therefore I watched Kill la Kill. Now, man, where do I even begin with the show? The premise is, very simple. There's this one girl named Ryuko Matoi who is headed to Hanoiji Academy in the hopes of finding out about the death of her father. And she believes that there's this one girl named Sasuke Karyuin who may know a thing or two. And she actually does. And through it all, at this one academy, they have these things called Goku uniforms, which, yeah, Goku from Dragon Ball Z, okay. Where if you wear it, you get superpowers. Cool, okay, I like that. Well, not legit superpowers, more like, superhuman abilities, I guess. Obviously, and the number of stars, because you have 1 star, a 2 star, and 3 star. The number of stars in each uniform depends on how many life fibers. See, life fibers are like the sort of power MacGuffin in this series. If it's a 1-star uniform, that uniform is made of 10% life fibers. 2-star 20 and 3-star 30. Obviously, very simple to remember. And basically, Ryuko can't really, I'm going to get that name confused a lot. Ryuko can't really, fight well, so she finds an outfit that's made of 100% life fibers, apparently, called the Kamui, called the Senkitsu, which Senkitsu means fresh blood, which, it needs her blood to activate and give her power, which is crazy. Again, you see a lot of blood in this show. And not just for the sake of the transformations either. Anyway. So basically all throughout the mystery, you're determining the mystery of these life fibers. Ryuko is trying to find out the mystery of her passing father. Meanwhile, the bad guys aren't really that bad in the grand scheme of things, but I'll get to that momentarily. Seriously, they even have a Pokemon reference when Sasuke Karyuin's 4 main people are called the Elite Four, which, okay, that's really cool. Although, my favorite of the Elite Four, hands down, Ira Gamagori, which Patrick Sykes, which is the guy who, actually, I think it's Patrick Sykes. Hold on. I have my notes right here. Hold on, let me see if I can find it momentarily. Yes, it is Patrick Sykes. And Patrick Sykes is having a blast doing this role, which, I love Patrick Sykes. He's actually Frankie in the English dub of One Piece, so very nice right there. And obviously, like, the heart and soul of this series is easily Mako Mancuso, who becomes, like, Ryuka's best friend. And, because, like, she does a great job, like, doing, like, hallelujah. Like, seriously, you hear a lot of classical music in this show. It's awesome. Like, you hear Beethoven's Fifth at one point. You hear the William Tell Overture. It's great. Like, they even dun 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 dun. Seriously, if you're a fan of classical music, you're gonna get your fill in this show. And it makes sense because they are clearly doing that to sort of add a little bit of a levity to a situation, I guess. You know what? I think the biggest missed opportunity is that, you know what? Having watched this show, I don't think they did the Ave Maria. Man, that was like the biggest missed opportunity. They should have done the Ave Maria. Actually, you know what? Probably not a good idea. I mean, for those of you who don't know, the Ave Maria is essentially like a Latin version of the prayer, the Hail Mary, which gets into sort of religious territory. I don't think they want to go that far. Anyway, so basically the plan comes ahead. Basically the story comes to like a forefront where eventually Ryuko loses control. She becomes a monster, and actually they do a lot of like great tropes in here. Like, the main character becomes a monster due to losing control of her own power. Like, Sasuke and Ryuko switch outfits at one point because one's the good guy and one's the bad guy. I'd rather not give away how that happens. Like, there's a lot of really good, like, plot points in this show, and I had a blast watching it. But I gotta really also talk about, like, the biggest plot twist I've seen that involves family since No, I Am Your Father. And that is, basically, the main villain is Sasuke's mother, Ryago. And basically, it turns out that Ryago had two children, one Sasuke, and the other you don't really know yet, because she tried to instill the power of life fibers into both children. And first she tried Sasuke, and it didn't really work because 1 year old was too old. And the second one was literally after she was born, and obviously was a failure, so it was presumed that it died. It turns out that baby was Ryuko. So yes, the main villain is the mother of the main character. And the way they did it was gruesome too. Like, she literally reaches in, grabs out her heart, sees that there's life fibers beating through it, and like, you have life fibers coursing out your body like I do. My daughter. Like, okay, like, here's the thing, I kind of knew about that, but still. And the fight scenes, oh man, the fight scenes are great. Before I get to the fight scenes though, I mentioned there's a lot of blood. I am not kidding. Like, sometimes you see like somebody get cut and, you see like a small amount of blood that you would see a normal person. But then sometimes they play out the comical effect where like, if somebody gets like stabbed through the heart, like blood, like it is like, people are losing pints and pints of blood to the point where they would probably pass out and die. And it's awesome. It's really awesome. So, major shout outs go to Erica Mendez, who voices Ryuko. Here's the thing. Like, Irigai Meguri, who was voiced by Patrick Seiss, is probably my main favorite character of the Elite Four. But really everyone is, actually, I gotta bring up the cast again because there's like a lot of people. So major shout outs go to the main cast, Erica Mendez, who voices Ryuko, Carrie, which voiced Sasuke, Christine Marie Cavanos, who voiced Mako, David Vincent, who voiced Senketsu, Like, it goes on, this list goes on and on with how many good voice actors there are. And they were all great. Like, really great. So, yeah, there's that. And here's the thing. The series ends basically with like, well, I mean, like, they beat the bad guy, but there's like one sort of epilogue episode where Hanoiji Academy is like disbanded, so they had to have like a graduation ceremony. Obviously now the bad guys were defeated, so they have loose ends to tie up, and in the end, Ryuko and Sasuke, they come together as sisters in the end, defeating Ragyo and saving the world. And it was really fun. I mean, needless to say, this whole thing about, people were meant to be wearing clothes. I mean, here's how crazy this series starts. The first shot of the episode is literally a teacher writing on the chalkboard, teaching a history class of the Nazis' rise in power in Germany. And then, like, everything goes from 0 to 65. It's incredible. And the animation is great. Like, seriously, there are times they do a good job mixing computer CG with animation, and it's great here. And like, here's the thing: people have like their gripes about mixing CG with computer stuff. I get that. Believe me, I totally do. I think it really works for like a TV show because it's easily a lower budget than like a movie, technically. So there you go. Honestly, this was a fun show. It really was. I mean, that's now 2 shows that I've seen that have been either produced or animated by Trigger. Obviously, Gurren Lagann and Kill la Kill. Any other takeaways from this? Well, for starters, I'm going to wear clothes that I like to wear, like this outfit, for instance. That's for sure. Don't be judgmental about the things people wear. I guess I learned that too. I mean, there's some good lessons to teach here too, for sure. Like, obviously, there's always going to be people in your life who love you, who you meet and stuff. Friendship can win the day, stuff like that. I mean, this is a good show. Like, I see why this show has appeal. It really does. I liked it. I mean, here's the thing. I like these shows. Like, don't get me wrong. I am an anime fan. I like Naruto and One Piece and Gurren Lagann, Kill la Kill, Dragon Ball, all that stuff. But you're never going to see me cosplay. I mean, maybe for like a Halloween costume. In fact, I did have one idea for a Halloween costume that was anime related at one point. But I don't know if I would need a lot of black paint. I know that for a fact. So it's kind of hard for me to legit say like I'm an otaku. But I can definitely tell you I had a blast watching this show. For sure. And honestly, I think I'm going to get some of the soundtrack on my iPod. Not like the classical music. I'm talking like, if I can find like the opening and like the closing to some of these shows, because the music got like really catchy. Like really catchy. I mean, full disclosure, like the theme, like the transformation theme song, like Don't Lose Your Way is in my head right now. I mean, I'm not going to sing it because I'm pretty sure I'd get striked or something. So, in the end, I recommend this show wholeheartedly. You will have a blast watching this from start to finish. Although I would definitely say don't let children watch this. Because this show, not just because of the violence, but the language. This show gets pretty crass. Like, they say the S word. They don't, I was listening for it. They don't drop an F-bomb. They don't do that. But the language in this show is definitely something else. I mean, don't get me wrong. The king of raunchy, bad language in anime, English dub, is easily going to be, panty and stocking with garter belt. But this was insane. So, yes, Kill la Kill. Go watch it. It's fun. You'll have a blast. You could probably binge watch it in the span of a weekend. I pretty much did over the span of 2 or 3 days. So, yeah. Have at it. Like, favorite, share, the subscribe button. Follow me on social media, returning on YouTube. I'm very home in this video for all of you guys who are watching Jordan today. Hopefully you have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday. Remember, because I want to talk channel, we're here to let you know. I'll be back. Take care and make good choices. See ya.